Hey there, everybody. For some reason, I always like playing this game around this time of the year. Probably because it was around. This was probably the first time I played this game was around this time of year, and got it for Christmas later that year. So yeah. Um, okay, this is the first only RPG I know if it gives you like a tracked mode. Rather silly of it to do so. So, anyways, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Bit of a got the reputation as a bit of a black sheep of the series. A lot of people didn't like it. It was essentially the oops, hold on a second. The canon name for our main character is Benjamin, so we're gonna go with that. So as I was saying, this game's kind of seen as baby's first RPG. Very simplistic in almost every way, as far as plot, gameplay, all of that. Very easy game, and I think what also pissed a lot of people off was we'd later find out that we got this instead of Final Fantasy V. The plot itself is really very much almost a retelling of Final Fantasy One. Very similar plot. You got four crystals. They've been taken by demons. The world's fallen into chaos, and you gotta go kick their asses. Okay, our first battle of the game. Really, this is probably this first battle is probably one of the hardest in the game, to be perfectly honest. It's really very luck based. Really depends on if you miss once too often or if he gets a critical, you're pretty much dead. Thankfully, the battle system is very lenient in that even if I do die, ah, there we go, nice. But yeah, even if I do die, the game just lets you retry it as many times as you need to. Again, a reason why the game is it is a very simple game. You don't really need to level grind very much either. You also don't get free exploration of the world map. You're kind of on rails when you're here. You're really only able to go where the game says you can go. Well, that was helpful. So yeah, one of the first things I do is you can actually change your health indicator. You can have the like health meter, or as the traditional numerical system, which is one I prefer. Let's see, message speed's all right. Okay. One neat thing about the game is when moving about, you have it's a little Zelda-esque in that you have, like, you notice you have a jump here, and you can actually swing your weapon out on the map here, which in some cases is used for puzzle solving. Okay, and here's the first instance. You gotta jump over this guy, push the rock, and he gives us a dead branch. That's nice. Okay, these brown chests, they actually respawn if you leave the area and come back. So, if you really wanted to, you could take the time and just grind up a whole bunch of potions that way. But now we can go to Foresta. Yeah, they're not very creative with the naming of villages, as we'll see. They're pretty much just named for the area we're in. Okay, so not only has the Crystal of Earth drained the life from the trees, but it's turned all the people into old folks. Oh yes, I'm sorry. Hi, Noble. How are you doing? Now those red chests always have important stuff. To get to that one, we just gotta go around back. And we get our first spell, the Cure spell. Our hero in this game is actually one of the most well-rounded I've seen in any game. He starts off pretty weak, but he eventually gets some of the best weapons and armor, and will be able to cast every spell in the game. There's three main types of spells. White and black magic are self-explanatory. Wizard magic is basically just stronger black magic. Here we have a free inn we can stay at. Regain our health. Oh yeah, and one more thing about the magic system in this game is it works off the spell charge system like Final Fantasy 1 rather than having magic points. Kind of interesting. Not a whole lot of RPGs anymore do that. But where you want to go is here. For some reason they haven't been affected. And there's Kylie, not exactly sure how you pronounce that. And we got our first party member. Now, as it usually is when party members join, you only get one additional party member at a time. And when they start out, they're usually a lot stronger than you are. She's got some really nice equipment here. Relica armor. That nice how it shows there what it gives protection against. In this case, water, and I believe that's supposed to be petrification. Or earth. And then a magic ring that protects from silence. They don't level up, though. So she's at level 3 right now. That's not going to change. Only Benjamin will be getting experience points. Okay, now we get into our first real battles of the game. Oh yeah, I forgot to change that. Your additional party members are controlled by the computer, which I think I want to change that. There we go. I prefer to have it on manual. Yes, I know, Noble. I was quite surprised by that whole thing with Cloud being announced to be in Smash Brothers. I mean, especially considering Final Fantasy VII was never even on a Nintendo platform. If they were going to have a Final Fantasy character, I would have expected it to be somebody from, like I said, from a game that was on a Nintendo system. But I guess Cloud is the pretty much. I guess people consider Cloud to be the poster boy of the. You son of a bitch. Yeah, Benjamin's pretty weak right now. He still leveled up when he was dead, though. I can't complain about that. I mean, I just consider Final Fantasy VII to be so overrated, and Cloud to be such an overrated character from that game. I mean, like it's not that I hate either. It's like I said, it's just it's not my favorite either. I know. I know if Jason were here, he would have plenty to say about that. Yeah, I think maybe a case of height backlash. I don't know. Like I said, it's not that I dislike it. It's just that I like most. I don't know. I just think there are my top. I would say my top 5 Final Fantasy games would be 6, 4, 9, Tactics, and probably 8. In fact, I actually consider any of the Final Fantasies on the PS1. Kylie, will you stop missing, please? That'd be nice. Just about any of the PS1 Final Fantasies I liked better than 7. And then, of course, you know, another thing with the remake that the Final Fantasy fans have been going nuts over, which they just released a they just released a trailer today with some footage of that, which I got it. I mean, I'm not gonna come down on it too hard. I think it does look really awesome, and I hope it is awesome. Just, I mean, for one thing, I'm anticipating that the same people who wanted this remake so badly are gonna be the first ones to complain if it's not just like the original, which I seriously doubt it's going to be. Yeah, it does seem to have a different battle system, and I've commented before that I think I will laugh so hard if it ends up having Final Fantasy XIII's battle system, because everybody hates that game so much, and to see 7 If 7 has that system, I can't wait to see the temper tantrum that people throw. Oh, nice, Callie. Yes, as much criticism as this game gets, I think the one thing that everybody agrees on is that the music is awesome. This game does have a kick-ass soundtrack. And down goes our first boss. Well, if you don't count the behemoth earlier. And Callie gives us her axe. So this is the first instance. We have we can actually change weapons if we want to. The axe is a stronger weapon than the steel sword. It might have the trade-off of having lower accuracy though. By the way, the healing items are also very simplified. Heal potions are just like basically just a cure-all thing, rather than have separate items for treating different status ailments. Empty. Good old Tristram. And his leitmotif here. How are you getting an allowance? I thought your village was destroyed. Oh, that's cool, Noble. Yeah, I'm still noticing, selections of amiibos in stores have gotten a lot better these last couple months. I was just at the store yesterday, and I even saw they had a bunch of the Splatoon amiibos back in stock. Along with some of Ganondorf, several of the Animal Crossing ones, and the Yoshi, the Yarn Yoshis. So rather than having random encounters on the world map, we just have these battlefields that just have a set number of battles you have to fight. It's a good way to get some experience, and if you clear out all the battles, then you win some sort of award. Either extra experience points, money, or in some cases, a unique item. So they're worth cleaning out. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I should head back here. I want to grab a few more heal potions. Because we have those poison toads that can poison you. And the place where we're heading into also has some other status-causing enemies. I want to be ready for that. Okay, that should be enough. Ooh, very nice.